So I talked briefly about a Jill Sanders perfume that I like, and I've actually got a few Jill Sanders that I'm really very fond of, and it's getting to be close to summer, so I'm definitely going to have to do a kind of hot, like super hot weather scents series, or like maybe a little video with all of my favourites, because this is kind of my natural habitat, the kind of scents that other people will generally wear for really hot weather tend to be my favourites just generally. And I don't think people talk a huge amount about Jill Sander because I think it's more popular in Germany and places like that. But this one is just heaven. And it's another one that's really hard to describe. So I guess you'd kind of call it aquatic, but it's a very clean and like a clean laundry kind of smell, this one. So, it's incredibly gentle. It's very lovely. I think you could describe it as unisex, but there's definitely nothing masculine about it in terms of it's not woody. It doesn't have anything that kind of makes me think of cologne, but it makes me think of my home with my family. It kind of it's a really difficult one to explain because I don't consider it to be as soapy because it's watery and fresh. And again, actually, this one's going to be in the next tea perfumes because this does have a tea note in it. And again, probably why it's got a slight aromatic vibe, and it's just so sort of watery and fresh in a kind of really beautiful, clean, lovely way. But there's something about this smell. Firstly, it makes me smell exceptionally clean, and I really, really like that. And it's not a kind of Elizabeth Taylor soapy, harsh clean. It's a fresh, beautiful, lovely clean that takes me back to my hometown, like I said. And I think there's something about it that reminds me of the smell of my mum's very fluffy, freshly laundered cotton towels after they'd come out of the tumble dryer. That's what this smell is making me think of. So even though it's really crisp and perfect for really hot weather, there is something about it that makes me feel intensely cozy, but in a super clean way. It's just, this is absolutely perfect for hot weather. I love the colour of the liquid, obviously. Again, like, I don't only buy perfumes that match my room, but it's actually blissful. This is another one I could happily wear to bed. It's what, I tend not to. This is one I'd rather like put on first thing in the morning when I wake up if I'm not about to get directly into the shower. So the notes in this is Jill Sander, as if I had said it. This is Jill Sander Sport Water for women. So there's another Jill Sander Sport for women, and that's on my list of things to try, and probably I'm going to try that on my next payday, because it's one of the Jill Sander ones that I actively want but I don't yet have. I've got a couple of others that I will do reviews on at some point. But yeah, I think because I love this one so much, I think I'd quite like to get the other one. So the notes in this, the top notes are yuzu, peach and green leaves. The middle notes are jasmine tea and, not jasmine tea, jasmine tea and rose. Base notes are amber, muskmallow, woody notes and amber. And again, like, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I think some people have said this is really peachy, but because there's no vanilla in it, it does have a sweetness, and it does have like a watery, peachy, fruity sweetness about it. But I don't smell this and instantly think of peach. Now that I know it's there, it's like, yeah, okay, I can see that watery fruitiness is coming from that. But I smell it and I just think it smells exceptionally clean. And I can, like, the aromatic kind of tea note just does wonders. And I mean, I find that anyway. I love tea perfumes. That's why I've literally got enough to do 2 whole videos of tea perfumes. But this is one I've never heard anyone talk about this before, ever. And it is absolutely my favourite ever clean laundry smell, because it is a clean laundry smell without being harsh or soapy or detergenty. It just is the smell. Again, like it's a perfect kind of spa scent, like super spa-like, clean, beautiful, fragrant. It's just delicious. I will sing the praises of this perfume constantly, and you can get it for a steal. I think at the moment you can actually get, because this isn't a tester bottle, this is a regular bottle, and I think it was maybe about £15. But I think you can get tester bottles of this from Direct Cosmetics, again probably for about £6, which is insane. Now it does actually, there is a bit of sillage to this one, and it projects a little bit, just because I think it's super fresh, and I'm really aware of wearing this one when I do. But it lasts all right. It hasn't got great lasting power, but it's a little bit cologne-y in that way. I think it's one you'd want to keep reapplying, but again, it's quite cheap, and I quite like reapplying like watery perfumes. I think it just feels nice and fresh. It's just a nice fresh feeling, and this is delicious. That's why I didn't want to just leave it to doing my tea perfume. I really wanted to actually give it a bit of love and give it its own proper video, because it is exceptionally clean, fresh, and beautifully fragrant, and it's a brilliant tea perfume. It really is, and I think it deserves more attention